What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology: The Titans action again. Joining me in the green color in the score, spawning as the Rapl with no god because he's not playing this game. He's casting. What's happening, my friend?
Hello everyone, and welcome to Boitcasts. I'm not playing, even though my score is, my name is written at the score, but as you can see, I have a quite low score. I'm such a noob. I'm sorry.
Not true,
Yeah.
not true, not true. First game, going to Nullus, and he's going to be sticking with the Hades here in the blue color, taking out Moore's Oranos, who is also deciding not to change things up here. Red color, different map, different game, different you, different me. Or maybe we're the same you and me, I don't know, but we'll see if things are going to go a little bit differently here in this game. We do see a fairly unfortunate start from Nullus, though. Why is it unfortunate, Rapl? What happened here?
Yeah, oh my god. Oh, Nullus went for a granary on the chickens. This is terrible for his early game, and he has scouted the hunt. Both of his hunts actually, the elks and the deers, and now he sent new villagers to build a granary on the deers, but in my opinion I think 3 villagers from the chickens should be enough so you don't get idle town center. He can send at least one more there, but he's gonna have a tough advance since he opened with a granary on the chickens.
Yeah. This is something that I say quite a bit, and this is relevant for Greek. This is relevant for Egyptian. It's not as relevant for Norse because you don't have to build an ox cart for them. They start with one. But for Greek and Egyptian, if you do not have hunt in your starting line of sight, don't fall for the trap of building this granary. Just put all your villagers onto one chicken and then send your scout around. By the time your scout has hit every circle around your base, you will find the elk and you will have only walked to the town center maximum of one time, which means it is not worth the 50 wood on that location, and you can just simply walk to your second hunt and have a really good shot at getting at very least a 430 advance time on pretty much every single map.
Great advice. As we see more though, not going for the economic guild. He wants to rush his classical age. He wants to be really aggressive with a good army, and he already has enough food to advance. Oh, is that a 340?
Yeah, this is a Chronos rush with Oranos, Rapl.
Wow.
I'm not sure if this is Rapl losing his mind. Not Rapl, your Rapl. More losing his mind, or if he genuinely believes that he's going to be able to put the pressure on and keep Nullus in one town center. This is, and I think more, he might not be wrong about this. The question is, how many villages and how much economic damage does he need to deal to find an advantage here?
Exactly, because as we saw, Moore didn't go for the economic guild, so his food income is way less than what Nullus is having, and Nullus is hunting right now in 2 spots at the same time, but he's gonna get pushed off it. So let's see if it was worth for Moore advancing this early.
Yeah, well, it's not quite a 330 like the Chronos rush. A little bit delayed, but no problems there. The Oracle heroes are going to be going straight after those villagers, and I expect... Oh, he's misclicked. He's misclicked onto the elk. The villagers, they run straight back home, and he doesn't get any of them, as now Moore's going to be sending himself over to the deer. Athena has been clicked up, and now we're going to see Nullus's villagers on the deer getting harassed. Now, there still is Shockwave, but Nullus is going to micro this. Moore's going to micro this perfectly here as we see one villager down and the one Oracle hero down as well. As we'll see if we can get anything more as the Promethean starting to make its way over and Termin are coming out.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a great plan probably from Moore, trying to go for this early advance, deny this town center. Because if you can see closely, this town center gives access to the dish and to a gold mine, which is quite surrounded by a few trees and can easily be walled off. So this could be a great plan from Moore. We will see how it turns out as we see now the sentinels being used. And also is having 6 villagers on gold.
He didn't shockwave it. Why didn't he? I thought he was going to... Wait, did he not use shockwave?
She didn't.
He didn't use shockwave. I was like, okay, if you can pick off 3 villagers in the early game here with this rush, by probably about the 6-minute mark, if you continue to build villages yourself, you're probably in front as the Oranos player. But 2 villages, it's going to take longer. It's going to take till about 7 minutes for you to find an economic advantage after all is said and done. So, I mean, he's got the damage done. We see Nullus here. He's got 300 gold in the bank. He's going to have to throw down his own military academy at this point. So he's not going for a fast second town center at all. And more here, he's finally on 7 villages. So he's a whole minute behind in terms, or even more than a minute behind in terms of production on his actual villages. We'll have to see what he's going to be able to come up with here as Nullus's heroes are out and things are looking scary for both players in all honesty.
Yeah, for both players in all honesty. But the thing is, Nullus got pushed off hand, so upgrading the handy dogs is not helping him anymore. And now Nullus is having his good villagers on a struggle tree, because as you can see, his wood lines are quite awful. Let's see if with a few walls and with his main army can secure a wood line.
That is the most accurate Termor I've ever seen as he throws the spear from Olympic range, sniping the Minotaur.
Yeah, it's huge to snipe the Minotaur.
Absolutely gigantic. But you're absolutely right about that call. This wood line here for Nullus is really bad. The berry bush is really bad as well. We're going to see a villager snipe over here as he gets that villager as Nullus tries to pull it for the tower, but cannot make it there. As Maul gets yet another villager kill. And look at Nullus's villager count right now. It's 6 minutes, 35 seconds in the game. He's only at 20 villagers. This feels low.
Yeah, it feels low, but at the same time, we see Mor is having double the population, but Nullus is having the counter units to what Mor is having. And maybe it's time to turtle a little bit more. It's not time for you to go out of your base yet. You will get caught out.
Oh, that is a
shockwave.
Yeah, that's a big shockwave, and it allows Mor to pick off 2 very, very high value hoplites before anything really comes down. Restoration gets thrown down, and Mor is simply just going to be able to retreat away. As his units do get a little bit confused there, but restoration down. Couple of unit trades here, very, very equal in terms of military trades. In all honesty, Mor's got to be happy about the position he's in.
He should be happy about it, as he needs to take better care of his Turma, not getting attacked by the hoplites and the Hippicons. And now Ajax going down from all the Turma. But what is Mor doing? He has enough villagers to train Marmilos, but he's not doing it. Is he saving up for a second town center?
I've got no idea what his actual plan is here, but it looks like Nullus's army is doing very, very nicely against these Terma. Mor is making a mistake at this point, taking this fight as hard as he is, it seems, as now Mor has to retreat back. Nullus is going to be able to push out of his base, eat those huntables again, and I guess, I mean, we see a third counter barracks down now for Mor, as he's going to be looking for some more raids with the Terma. I would have thought maybe just keep raiding with those Terma initially, but taking the fight, giving Nullus a lifeline here in this game.
Exactly. As now we see Nullus sending back the villagers into the hunt. He needs to delay the farms as much as possible, especially on such a low hunt map. And now Nullus reacts well to the raid. He sends just the 3 Hippicons and Chiron to push those Turmas away.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good reaction from Nullus. Nullus is back onto his deer in the bottom corner of the map. He's still got some cows left in his main base. He's not going for those berries. Utilizing some houses to try and protect that forward wood line as well. Very, very nice. As the third counter barracks is up, and we're just going to see even more Terma coming in. For Mor to make these Terma work, he needs to hit and run over and over again.
Exactly. Really avoid the fights and hit and run all the time, as Nullus is switching into archery ranges. Maybe he hasn't scouted the third the third counter barracks. So this could be a chance for Mor to win this game, fight against the Toxotes.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of things that building Toxotes does. One, it gives Nullus a little bit more population, but one thing it negatively does is it takes wood away from potential farms that Nullus is going to have to be building here. So we do see villagers coming forward here. Moore will be able to spot this. Will he see the low HP villager? Yes, he does. He will be able to take that one down with a couple more flings of the javelin as the hoplites coming over to try and take those out. Moore is spreading his units around, checking everything out, and he will be completely fine to continue poking in here, getting villager kills from both sides as Nullus is trying very hard to come through here and make this work, make him have a successful time on this hunt.
Yeah, as we see the hit and run working for now, snapping a few talk shots, and Moore is at full population, but the thing is, his army is full of Turma. Those Turma has 4 attack. Can they beat the Hades army at this point?
Well, the Promethean are everything here, and we are seeing Nullus and Moore playing a bit of a micro game here. The Chiron, such a strong unit, 5.5 damage, one of the only Greek hero that can dodge arrow fire in the classical age, as the Chiron here trying to get taken out to allow those Prometheans to get all the damage done.
Exactly, as we see the hoplites nicely targeting the Turmas. A few other hoplites are attacking the Prometheans, they shouldn't be happening. And Moore now is microing at his best the Turma to dodge the hoplites. But now the Shades are coming. This is the power of Hades. He gets more army than what he actually has.
Yeah, the Shades are so strong. They 7.2 damage, they don't have any counter. And yet again, I mean, it kind of looks like Moore is still winning these fights, though. It's 88 population to 50 population. And even with those Hades Shades popping out, with the help of those Prometheans that Moore was able to make here, it seems like he's been able to win this fight here and push in and take out some more villagers on this hunt location over here.
Yeah, Prometheans really carried that fight, and now that Ajax is on the battlefield, he's gonna push away Moore's army, and now Moore will have to regroup. Moore is still at higher population, he has a way bigger army, but it doesn't matter at this point. If he doesn't switch to a few Kiro Ballista or Marmilos, it should be hard for him to win fights with Turmas.
Yeah, but maybe it doesn't matter. He's getting himself a second town center, and these like little light skirmishes, trading here is never really a bad idea for Oranos. If you can trade equally, it's never really a bad idea. Oranos actually tends to get further and further in front every equal trade. Obviously, with Hades, an equal trade does mean that Hades Shades are going to come out, so it's not. You have to put that into account with all your decision making. So we see yet another good raid here onto Nullus's villages. Going to pick off 2 villages here, or 3 even. It's one very low HP villager going to potentially retreat away from them and be okay. And Nullus here, he's gotten fed up of all this. He's moving out. He's saying, let's attack. The gold mine in Nullus's base has expired. And this is where things get very, very interesting.
That's huge, but at least he has a few gold in the bank, and now Nullus is trying to be aggressive, forcing all the army to come back instead of chasing those speedy Turmas, as now Moore actually might get a huge surround into Nullus's army.
Yeah, he can come back and take this fight if he wants, but the villagers, they're moving over onto that gold mine. I don't think that I don't think that Moore has quite seen this. The villagers are sneaking out onto both of these locations. There's food over here, which Nullus wants. There's so much stuff over on these positions. As Nullus is moving across the map, I'm not sure he really knows what he's searching for at this point with that army. He's looking for some sort of raids to get some sort of economic damage to slow Moore down. Will he be able to find it or not is the big question here.
That's a big question. As we see now, Moore is hit and running a little bit more. He's having the shockwave ready for a big fight, and now he's pushing the side where Nullus is having most of his villager economy.
And Nullus's villagers are not going to be enjoying getting beaten up by these Prometheans in this fight, as Nullus finally bring back that big force of units that was distracted up to the top corner of the map there. As we do see, unfortunately for Moore, he runs into that army and can't quite make that work, but the damage has been done here. Even if Moore loses this fight here, Nullus is on 30 villagers. Moore is on 20. I don't think you understand how far Moore is in front right now in terms of economy. It's absolutely insane.
He sniped many villagers, and now he's going back. He will try to regroup and hit a few extra raids with a catapultis, probably a misclick. And now once again he will push off Nullus from those berries.
Yeah, those berries have not been kind to Nullus in this game in the slightest. But Moore needs to not get complacent here. He is in front at this point, undoubtedly, but he needs to keep his foot on the pedal and not allow the Hades to get into a solid position here.
Exactly, very true. As we see more Prometheans coming, seems like Moore is having some infinite favor for some reason. He's still making those Prometheans like crazy. I don't know how he can afford that.
He's got 2 town centers. He's about to have 3 town centers here as well. These Toxotes that Nullus are building, they're kind of useless in a way. They're helping in a bit, but they're just such a big target for the Terma. As the units coming through for Nullus, so many Hades Shades, but he just keeps getting caught out of position.
Yeah, getting caught out of position. Once again, he's pushing off more back, and he's getting a town center behind this. He will secure this gold mine, but now his economy is in shambles.
Yeah, absolutely in shambles. Also, Moore has managed to click up through Thea already, and Nullus is... he's got the gold to go to the Heroic Age, but he's got 3 farms. There's no chance for him to go Heroic Age in this game. And in that moment, Nullus realizes how far behind he is. He sees the 3rd town center, and he taps out. Well played by Moore.
Well played by Moore, indeed.
I mean, it's so absurdly rare to see a Chronos Rush opening from an Oranos player. Was this just like a desperation play that just turns out to work against Nullus? Or do you think that this play is actually a legitimate try on maps where potentially the hunt is not seen in the main base, just on the fact that maybe Moore realizes that it's a little bit tougher to get to the heroic to get to the classical age. So he's taking a big advantage out of that.
I think it was a legit strategy. Because you will advance so much earlier, and since you know that, look, in this balance patch, I think they changed it, so if you cannot find your starting hand, it means your opponent cannot find it either.
Yes.
So I think Moore thought about this, and he's like, if the Greek player cannot find his hand at the early stages, then he's going to advance so late, I can take advantage of that and go for a rush. And since it's a tournament game, sometimes in tournament games, you want to go for the unorthodox style, something that your opponent will not expect.
Yeah, and Nullus for sure did not expect this strategy and paid the price for it, meaning we've got a game number 3. If you guys are enjoying these games, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Rapl also has a Twitch and a YouTube that you should go and subscribe and follow as well. I believe it is just the Rapl. Is that correct?
Yeah. You just type the Rapl on the search, and it's the first thing.
It's right over here. The green player with the line through him. Anyways, we'll see you in the next game.